Okay, we're live. This is just a lot easier than making a video recording and everything, and all the time it takes to edit. So basically, is this the camera? Okay. So boom, we are official. So printed the demand letter after. Well, you email it, then first you proofread it, make sure it's right, and then you can add. If you've been living in the same place for 13 years and getting the same slow speed, which I have, you can click a radio button and certify that that's been the case. Put your old address and how many years you were there if you were on Spectrum for 13 years like me. And then you print this checklist. It'll tell you what to do when you check your boxes. And then you get a certified receipt. So it's really that easy. And then you want to keep a hold of that. Spend 90 days. We got our proof. We sent it off. Now we should get a response in 10 days and hopefully money within the next 3 months. We don't know how fast they're going to move. So you can all do this. Do it for a fundraiser. Do it for the food, water, shelter we're going to give to people who are in need. Kingdomfund.lovable.app is where it exists right now. You can be a generous donor or register for charity. Go around if you're a boots on the ground. You do stuff for good. Okay, so that's what all this is about. We basically find money to fund the charity, and if you don't have any money to give, we're going to show you where you can find all these pockets. If you're just a person, start with Speedproof. Your internet service provider is throttling you, which is illegal, and we're going to help you get about $800. If you're like me, paying $100 a month for a gigabyte speed, then you should get about, we're only getting 20% of our speed on the best days. Every once in a while, there's an anomaly. But they owe us 80% of the money for an entire year times 3.5 treble charges is what these lawyers charging the last 20 years of class actions that they've already settled. So this is nothing new. This is just standard operating procedure. So we're going to send this in to Charter Communications. Looks like they're out in Connecticut, Stamford, Connecticut, and demand our money back. And this is only a 90-day test asking for $800-ish. I think it was technically 1,000 is what it came out to. But if it was for 90 days, that's a quarter. So there's 4 of those. So if we did the whole year, that'd be $4,000 that we'd be asking for. So you can test the whole year and just stay on a maintenance cycle. It's now what I recommend to everybody after doing this for 4 months. And it was kind of hard to remember to test every day on my home. And so I started asking the AI, said, hey, can you just make, if I leave the tab open, anytime I'm at a computer, if I pull it forth, can you just auto test for me? And said, yeah. So you got to put about a minute into it every day, maybe 3 minutes total. And then eventually I said, hey, that's my house on Spectrum, but my phone's on Verizon. So can I put my phone in my tablet, which I pay $100 a month for? Can I test that too? And said, yeah, of course you can. So we created bundles. If you're new, you can basically start for $4.99 a month and just test your home. You can set up on your phone and then open it on a tab. Use Chrome browser. Everything's built for Chrome. And then just leave that tab open and it should automatically test at, I think it defaults to 9 a.m. Hopefully everybody's computer's open at 9 a.m. if you're working from home like most of us. But if you want to just leave the computer open, it'll test at 9 a.m. If you want to set it to test at 1 a.m. in the morning because that you're a night owl and that's when you're on your computer, fine. Just pull the tab forward, hit the test. And we've made it super simple. So a 6th grader can help grandma get her $800. So we help you find money. You give half to charity, Melchizedek Ministries. You keep half. And then we'll actually give you an account trial over at Quivergy Personal. Getquivergy.com, Quivergy.com. And you can basically put all your money in there and start filling up your IRA and your 401k. Fill up your IRA first. Everybody can get one of those. We'll help you set one up if you don't have one. Then every time you get $10,000, we can usually get you about 10% bonus on that. So you get a free $1,000 about every 10 years. So just ask us. We'll help you get your $1 million is going out the door to all these different places, but we'll help you find money to fill your own retirement up, and you can use this for anything you can dream up, like doing fundraisers. So if everybody gets 400 on average for their house and you need $40,000 for your event, just divide $40,000 by 100, and that tells you how many people that you need to get doing the program. And then if you, instead of paying $4.99, if you pay double, which is $9.99, you can be an influencer, and you'll make about $1 a head once you get 500 people. So you get 1,000 people, you're making an extra 1,000 a month. I'll pay for gas and groceries in this world of 7% inflation. And then if you get, if you're like Joe Rogan with 30 million followers and everybody jumps on, he'll be making $30 million a month. Somebody tell Joe, please. And then on the back end, we give you, when they give the 400 or whatever they give, we give you 10% of that as a thank you for your hard work, because we're functioning in kingship, fighting injustice of throttling, and we're actually releasing provision. So in the order of Melchizedek, it's in the beginning of Genesis. Jesus was in the order of Melchizedek, and you function as a king, priest, prophet, apostle in the office, in the fullness of your sonship. And then the office of kingship, you fight injustice and you take territory. And what else you do? You release provision. So we're releasing provision for you. Now, 500 million people, according to Elon Musk, who's the wisest trillionaire that keeps inventing everything when no one else can. He says 6 months to 1 year to 2 years maximum, 500 million people are going to lose their jobs. So we have prophetically followed God's voice, created Speedproof as just to dip your toe in the water of our main thing, which is found money. So we go into companies like, if you go to Quiverg, getquiverg.com, and it'll say Quiverg Business, Quiverg Personal, Quiverg Lawyer. For divorces, we help them get that, double their income. And then we have Quiverg Personal, just to do a dissolution and not lose money to lawyers. You can do it yourself and just end the nightmare. Guy gets what he wants, girl gets what she wants, and you're done. Okay, if you can't work it out. But we have Quiverg Business. You can just type Harley Davidson at the top. It's going to show you $4.4 billion of revenues. Our found money system is going to find them about 9.9% of their gross revenues and give them found money that we split 50-50. So that's a lot of money. Call that 10% of 4 billion. Was that 400 million? We're going to find them. And so if you know anybody at the top of Harley, send them over. Okay. Anyways, get your Speedproof going. It's $4.99. You literally can't afford not to get it. And you can test for 90 days and send your demand letter, like I did, or you can test for the whole year, which I'll be doing going forward. I just did this for the naysayers. They're like, you're not going to get any money. Okay, 20 years of class actions that were falling to the T are of no what do you say, of no use. We're just basically copying what they're doing. And we are going to reach out to every class action lawyer that won every lawsuit, and we're going to gather you guys and do a class if these people don't pay. So they're going to pay. All right. See ya. I can't guarantee anything. This is for educational purposes only, but we're really trying to help you and bless you. So if you lost your job or know someone that lost your job, send them over here to be an influencer. I think I even have a pay it forward account button for people that are destitute. Scroll down looking for a bright yellow button. You can pay their $9.99 a month for a year. It's about $120, and then invite them to be an influencer. So if you want to help one of your friends that lost their job and they have no hope of getting hired somewhere, this is a no-brainer. There's 3 questions. Do you want $800? Do you have internet that you pay for at home in your name? Can you leave a tab open for 90 days? Or 365 days gets you more money? I would do that. And then they just start doing the thing. So if you want to click on the orange bar at the top of getspeedproof.com, or just look in the show notes here, or whatever, you will see that there's a link to get your 7-day free trial. Okay, get started. See you later.